Hedera Hbar. So this is what we have just released, and I'm going to be talking about it because we were able to scale to the 35,000 mark. We were also going to be having a look at other bits and pieces coming in from the president, Charles Adkins, as well as Red Swan and Dovu. Yes, we will be talking about the price action of both Source or Salsa Swap and Hedera Hbar today. So all I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. As I always say, you can write down in the comments anything that you want to say, whether it's how much HBAR that you hold or whether or not you're having a good weekend. I'm currently filming this on a Saturday. It's pretty nice with the weather out here, but it does change. Sometimes it is a little bit rainy. So I want to see the newbies in the comments as well as the regulars. I always try to reply to every single one of you. Let's first have a look at what HBAR Foundation have tweeted out just a few days ago. So they talk about their hashinals, and they say that alongside Turtle Moon CC and also with Cantor codes, it has played a core role in the development of the hashinals. Now, the Tierbot AI provides inscription tooling, a hashinals getaway, as well as an inscriptions image viewer, and this improves the overall UX of hashinals, opening the door to new innovations. So why should you even be bothered about hashinals in general? Does it even mean anything? Well, the thing is that compared with NFTs, hashinals are actually able to be stored on chain through the HCS or the Hedera Consensus Service. And not only that, but it is pretty fast in terms of the speed, and we also know that it is pretty cheap. I think per transaction it comes to around about 0.00001 or something really daft. And again, with it being on HCS, of course we have that maximum amount of 10,000 TPS, so we will be having a very high reduction in the cost. It is pretty efficient, and that's the reason as to why I think that hashinals is quite good. And also we do have the flexibility as well in the data for the hashinals, because we are able to actually get that data from the HCS and of course with the mirror node and other APIs. And so that is why I think that this is important. And in terms of what they've also just said a few days ago as well, they saw a massive uptick in the hashinals activity on Hedera, and in just 2 weeks there has been 35,000 on-chain inscriptions on the mainnet, which is a testament to the scalability and flexibility of the Hedera network. And again, this goes to show that we've now had tens of thousands of hashinals that have been minted so far since the launch of this. And if we actually have a look at Turtle Moon's page, you'll see that they are the builders of tools and infrastructure for HBAR, NFT and ordinals communities as well. So we've got the creators of HCS 20 and also the hashinals. If you actually do want to learn more about the hashinals, you can see what exactly they are with the inscription. Now, some people don't like these, they actually prefer the NFTs, but I still think that it is pretty good that in terms of the ecosystem for Hedera, that we do have these hashinals, because we're just providing a bit more variety. But again, you'll see we've got the HGraph punks, and then we have the alien punk hashinals, and the minting does open in 4 hours, which was posted on the 21st of March, so it should be open right now. Again, we have a few other hashinals that are coming in, and of course we have the NFT music metadata standards for Hedera that's been introduced so far. So that's something that I think you should definitely check out. This is the page to go to if you want anything hashinals information, and you may actually be familiar with this hashinal with the Lehman Bird one, I believe. But again, this is 3,824 hashscriptions in the hashinals board, so that's pretty nice to see. Now let's have a look at what our president has said. As you know, there has been some accusations, which I'm not really going to say which kind of company that they were accused of, but some people were saying that some projects within the Hedera ecosystem were, for example, liars, or they weren't saying what they were meant to do. So Charles has replied saying, at the end of a wild week, I want to thank the community for hanging in there. And we've had some ups and downs, some public facing things that weren't the best look, and some reconciliations that mended some offences. And one thing that nobody can accuse this community of is lacking passion. I mean, we did see that launch, if you remember, a couple of days ago, and some people were not happy with the launch with Hashpack. But this was accusations with a different company. And I think that there was a lot of tension in the air. But again, it goes without saying that not only has the president been quite well ever since he's come on, I think last year, November now. So it's been a couple of months. He has been leading the way quite well. I definitely think that what he is doing in general for Hedera has been quite good, driving us forward to where we want to be, but also showing that positivity within the community as well. Despite us having some lows, we do generally have some good highs, and when we do have the good highs, a lot of people are of course happy with that, especially when we see some good price action. But it is good to see Charles addressing this, and just from a neutral standpoint as well, because we don't really want that much negativity coming within the community. From Red Swan, we have over here that we've worked hard to become leaders in CRE tokenization. So if you don't already know Red Swan, they will be in the tokenization of market, particularly with the tokenization of commercial real estate, and of course Hedera is going to be a partner of that. So they currently have 9,000 registered investors, 9 billion in tokenized CRE assets, 4 billion GCC assignment and layer 1 partnership with Hedera, as well as Red Swan Markets licensed broker dealer team. Of course, this is only one company, but in general, this marketplace, it does provide the opportunity for tokenization, and in order to turn what was a once illiquid asset to a liquid asset, with each of these being distributed in tokens. And so that is something that is good to see, but hopefully we are able to onboard more companies as well, and they can also be using Hedera. With Dofu, they have a project highlight, which is Salvimbo, and the biodiversity credits have now increased to 2,000, tracked from creation to certification to sale using trusted methodologies, drone photography, satellite monitoring, machine learning, GPS, and blockchain. Absolutely massive. Of course, when it comes to things like this with the credits, we definitely want to make sure that all of the data is correct, accurate, but also verifiable, so it hasn't been changed or it hasn't been perhaps greenwashed. So from the creation of the certificate all of the way down to the sale, all of this was used, and that is something that we want in general when it comes to this. So props to Dovu for being able to do that. With Headstarter, we have all tokens are now allocated for the VR Jam IDO private sale are sold. So sold out. And that was on the 22nd of March. But if you did miss it, then do actually look out for another one starting on the 27th of March exclusively on Headstarter. If you don't already know VR Jam, this is something that I particularly like, because it's basically like a live events type of thing. Yes, they do sort of music really, but not only is it live, you can also pre-record it. So with the artist, they're able to do it beforehand. You should definitely check it out, because I think that it is pretty good. It's something that I've always liked and wanted to tap into in terms of virtual reality. I definitely think that we are going to be seeing more and more of that coming. So it definitely does shape that in general. But VR Jam, again, nice stuff to see, and that we've got it sorted out. So let's have a look at the price action for Source today. We are currently trading at 0.1453. We are down by 3.61% on the 1-day chart. So we are at the mid-range of 14 cents. For the volume, we are down by 10.12%. And we are trading at $2.37 million. So we are in the red, but still not too bad. We've only pulled back ever so slightly. Today's the 23rd, so compared with yesterday, we were trading at 14 cents. But at the start of the day, we were trading at 15 cents. So we've only come down by half a cent now. Really not that much difference. And on the 7-day chart, we are down by 14.23%. At the start of the week, we were trading at 16 cents. We did actually go to a nice high to 0.1626. Now we actually came to a low on the 19th to 0.1334 at 13 cents with a volume of $2.91 million. Then we actually hit another low again at 0.1314. So we tested this level twice, but we were able to go back up again on the 21st to 15 cents. And now we're just pretty much trading at the 14 cent mark. For the 1 month chart, we are down by 14.3%. I mean, if you have a look at where we first started back in February on the 23rd, we were trading at 0.1869. We did actually go to a nice high of 23 cents. Of course, we've come back down ever since, and the turning point was pretty much on the 10th of March where we went to 17 cents. We did pick up a bit to 0.185, but then we did actually hit that low of 13 cents. So we lost value by roughly around about 5 cents per token. The overall market is down by 5.62% though, and on the market cap we are down by 2.52% in general. So where could Source Swap go in the next couple of days? Well, in terms of the price action, if we go to the downside, we could potentially be seeing 12 cents. So that is only a 2.5 cent move to the downside. But if we go to the upside, then I think that we should be able to retest the 17 cent level again. Let's have a look at the price action of HBAR. I mean, across the board, we're not doing too bad, but I think we're just gaining a bit more momentum after we had that pullback this week. So we're currently trading at 11 cents. We are up by 3.4% on the 1 day chart. For the 1 week chart, we are down by 6.3%, and we started the week at 0.116. And you'll see over here that on the 19th of March, we did actually hit 10 cents. And of course, again, on the 21st of March, we were able to pick back up to the 11 cent mark at 0.113. So it's not been that bad, to be honest with you, because we were at 0.119 on the 17th of March. We're not that far off from that price target. For the 1 month chart, we are up by 3.7%. And so we are now down to 10 cents. What does this mean for HBAR? Where could we potentially go? I want to see HBAR coin get back up to the mid-range of 11 cents. If we go to the upside, if we don't go to the upside and we go to the downside, then we could potentially be pulling back to the 9 cent mark. I mean, this is where we had our nice high over here to 0.136, just under 14 cents. My long-term target for HBAR in general, though, is the 15 cent mark, because we have already surpassed 10 cents, we surpassed 12 cents, and even hit the 14 cent mark. I think that we have some potential to be able to hit 15 cents. If we have a look at where the current market is in general, Bitcoin is sitting at $65,000, Ethereum at $3,400, and Tether at $1. BNB has been on a massive ride these past 2 months at $563 and Solana at $177, and with XRP at 63 cents. The greed is at 75, and so that means that a lot of people are buying more than usual. The halving is only 28 days now, so do prepare for that. We could potentially be seeing huge swings coming in. Guys, if you want daily Hedera and Salsa Swap news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.